England take on France on Saturday, Gab, in a few hours' time. And it seems like it's all about, everybody is talking about the same thing. Kylian against Walker. Surely there's more to that in that quarterfinal.
No, it's just that because we had what's his name, Calvin Phillips, come out and talk about how, Kyle Walker is the quickest player he has ever seen. Now, Kyle Walker is very quick.
Yeah.
I would imagine he's seen players who are quicker, if only because Kyle Walker, I presume at 30, is slower than younger Kyle Walker a couple years ago, for example. Yeah. Kyle Walker coming off injury is probably slower than fully fit Kyle Walker.
That's very true.
What I'm interested in is, do we think Southgate might change his system and move to a back three just to deal with this?
Maybe.
You can stick a Trippier or an Alexander-Arnold to his right, turn it into a back three.
The problem is who you take off then. That midfield three has worked really well. I've brought you balance. I've brought you a mix of everything.
Well, you're Southgate. You take off a striker.
Okay, so you only play with Kane and someone next to him who there's, apart from Callum Wilson, and I guess maybe Marcus Rashford.
This is not
Saka. So you drop Saka, you
Saka
drop Foden.
as a game changer off the bench.
Yeah.
But you won't concede because you've got. No, I'm kidding. I don't know if you're going to do that.
Thinking about it.
But I do wonder. I mean, if you make it so much about Walker versus Mbappe, Walker's still a fullback,
and
it does leave the rest exposed. I personally would feel better about Walker in a back three, not because Walker's bad, but because I still want to have that fullback getting forward, putting in crosses for Harry Kane or for the runners from midfield. That would be my thing.
Yeah, and the French haven't mocked Walker, but they've been saying, listening at what the English were saying, they're saying, like, is this a 100-meter race now? Are we doing athletics here, or are we actually doing football? Is this just about speed, or is it just about pace, or is there something else that Kylian can do?
Okay, but you agree, if you're playing Kylian Mbappe, if you can keep up with him, that is significant.
Let me just finish on this. Kylian Mbappe has scored 5 goals in this tournament so far, yeah? None of them is through pace. Of the 5 goals that he scored, none of them had anything to do with his pace.
Okay, the one I would dispute, the one where he runs into the box and he just absolutely belts it into the corner, I think the defenders all freeze because they're worried he's going to take it further.
Yeah, but he didn't.
But it was
so
the
he didn't
threat
use his
of pace.
but he didn't use his pace still. Right. So you can be as quick as you can against him. He can score without using his pace. So.
Speaking of England, the Football Association will reportedly give Gareth Southgate a 2-year extension regardless of how England perform in this World Cup. Does it make sense to you, Jules?
I mean, if they want to keep him, of course. I question more the fact that would he want to stay. I think he's been taking a lot of stick before this tournament so far. Remember, they came here in the back of 6 games without a win, defeated 4-0 by Hungary, and those kind of games. So I did think that maybe after this World Cup, whether they go on and win it, whether he stops in the quarterfinal, whether he stops in the semi-final, I don't know, but maybe he felt like he would have had enough. So I don't know how he would react to a 2-year extension proposal be there on the table. I don't know. I felt that his cycle was coming to an end.
Though?
I don't know. They would be club in the Premier League.
I'm sure he can get a job, but the last time he was a club manager, he wasn't particularly good.
I know, that was a long time ago.
Well, that's fine. And then he was under 21 for a long time, wasn't particularly good. And then he kind of found his feet.
So you think he's just made for this? He should stay?
You know what? He's such a nice guy, and he's got the nice nurturing environment. I think it's right for a national team. I don't know that at club level.
No. I hear you.
And I don't know if he wants the aggro of the week in, week out. I think he's kind of settled in this, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
Yeah, maybe.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN+.